Kitchen. You know, we've been presenting Savannah's Candy Kitchen here at QVC for like, what, 6, 7 years, Red Strickland?
7 years now, hard to
and
believe.
we have never, ever brought a Bundt cake. If you know this brand and love this brand for the different types of cakes that they bring to us here in QVC, Rachel and I are always crazy about the hummingbird cake.
Yes.
Today, we're bringing you the opportunity to get this, pecan coffee cake, or what you're seeing on the screen there, praline cake in this delicious Bundt, which has this caramel topping poured over top, fresh by Savannah's Candy Kitchen. Your item number is M134182. I'm thinking Easter. I'm thinking coffee cake on Sunday mornings with family and friends. Rhett Strickland is here today, and it's always a pleasure to have him in our show. You're going to get 2 of any one of your choices here, so you can get both of them in that delicious pecan coffee cake, because of course it has to have pecans in it, because that's what Savannah's Candy Kitchen does best.
If I'm touching it, it's going to have Georgia pecans in it. I'm telling you right now.
Then we have down over here, we have the praline cake, which, take a look at this beautiful bath of caramel that's poured fresh over the top.
Yes.
And you can get 2 of those, or you can get the combo where you get 1 of each. Now, your item number is M134182, $11.25 gets it home on Easy Pay. Delivered right to your door, baked fresh right out of your bakery.
Yes, absolutely.
Down in Savannah, Georgia.
Yes.
But tell us the story about these cakes, because you've never brought them to us, but they're very popular at your locations.
You know, it's one of the best things that I love about being with y'all's family here at QVC. Y'all bring us to do better things, and this is something that we make on such super small batches it's hardly ever even noticed. We always make these about twice a year, around summer and Easter time, and then going into Christmas. But it's always such a finite amount. They're never really available. We never really advertise them, but it's such a fun, just, I love what you said a minute ago, breakfast. This is the thing. It's like, I don't know who decided that sweets were allowed at all times of the day, but I'm on that board.
I'm all for it.
Yes, and it is just something that really goes good with not only a brunch or
So this is the
get
coffee
together.
cake, right?
Yes,
So talk to us about the coffee cake.
So this coffee cake, y'all, is a vanilla cake base mixed with white and brown sugar, and then we hand swirl in the cinnamon and all the other good stuff, and then that icing y'all see on top, well, it's pretty simple. Sugar drizzle. So we melt it down in our copper kettle, and then as soon as it gets to that white coloration, we just go dump it right on that hot cake.
Oh my gosh! So first,
I'm
look
gonna take a little bit
at
of the
how perfect that sugar glaze is on top. Then you see, of course, there's the cinnamon swirl that's on the inside. Look at all the different pecans in there. Oh, I'm gonna take a bite out of this because, by the way, it's super, super moist, unbelievably dense and rich. So basically, one slice is just perfect. It's a perfect serving amount.
Absolutely. So I think that these are just fun items just to set out on your table and then let people kind of go grab a slice as they want. You know, like you said, tea or coffee, it's always really good with. And you know, the other thing is these are not giant slices like people are used to having a hearty slice of thick icing cake, but this is something that can still feed 6 to 8 people. Wow. And it's so easy to cut and serve, y'all. So many times you get a cake and everybody looks around each other at the table and go, who's going to cut it and who's going to put it out? You don't have that problem with this. You can go, anybody can go grab it, make a cut, and lay it out and look like a food stylist themselves.
So lots of people have this in their shopping carts. I remind you to check out and make sure that you get yours home. We talked about the coffee cake. Let's talk about this praline cake with this caramel bath over the top of it. I can't even call it a drizzle. Do you see how much caramel there is on top of this? It's like a ½ inch thick on top. But let's talk about what goes on the inside of this cake.
So the cool thing about this is this is truly a Savannah item. We take our fresh pralines that we make in-house that we are famous for, and then we put it into the cake. We said, all right, we're just going to break them up and throw them into the cake batter. And that's all we do. There's nothing special. This is like something you would do in your kitchen. You go, man, you know what would make that better? If I threw some of my favorite candy into the middle of it.
Well, the pralines that you actually make at the store.
That's right. And
that's what you crushed up and put inside here.
That's right. That's right. And we literally take those ones from our store, put it into the cake, and then you actually get the praline Bundt cake. You see those cakes? That's our white glaze that's going over the coffee cake right there. And that's our caramel caramel drizzle that's getting ready
That's not a
before the
drizzle.
pecans.
That's a bath.
I like to dump stuff. Drizzling sounds slow. I wanted to just pour on there. And everything that we do at Savannah's Candy Kitchen, it's not only just a Georgia pecan, y'all. These are relationships that we have with the farmers, and they are just the best quality people. You know, even during the hurricane last year, I was on the phone with them trying to make sure that the pecan crops were good and nothing was happening to what it's our bread and butter. That's who we are as pecan, and it enriches this quality of product so much.
Whether you're serving it as a coffee cake, a dessert, really, today we're giving you the opportunity to try something completely new for us and our QVC customers. The only way that you could have gotten this cake previously is if you happened to go to Savannah's Candy Kitchen, to their store down in Savannah, Georgia, on the day when they're making it, basically. If you want all coffee cake, you can get the coffee cake option. If you want, or pecan coffee. If you want the praline, you can get the praline option. Remember, you're getting 2 of whatever choice you're choosing. Or you can choose the combo where you get 1 of each. That's what I would do. Rachel, you're going for the praline?
I had to see Rhett. I mean, every time he's here, I have to see Rhett.
Well, everybody loves Rhett.
Everybody loves Rhett, right? It's Savannah's Candy Kitchen.
He's the sweetest guy in the building.
And he's a new dad. Did you know he's a brand new dad?
We just had another one. He's 2 months old. And
2 months.
Yeah, so that's why I came up today. My wife's got a strict 48-hour policy. I got to get up here and get back home.
Exactly. But he comes to make sure that we get exactly what we need. And these are...
They're divine.
I like something that's not so heavy, and this is like that perfect middle ground where you want something sweet, but you don't want to go take a nap. And this goes with so many different items. You can have it with a dessert, you can have it in the morning, lunchtime. It's just a really all-day dessert.
Moist and delicious and completely fully rounded. I was like, sweet, but you don't want to take a nap. Have you been in my house? How do you know that I eat something and I take a nap?
My dad used to say, I eat to sleep, and then I get sleepy until I'm hungry. So it's just a cycle of life.
It is a cycle like that. These are incredibly delicious. Did I miss that you shared the backstory that of course, the Candy Man started this whole Savannah's Candy Kitchen?
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
So my dad is known as Stan the Candy Man.
Yep.
He is, sadly, May 1st will be our 3rd year since he's passed, but he is still our mission driver and our entire legacy, and he is Savannah to a T. You know, he is the reason we are here today, and he took this slight bit of influence of some stuff that my grandmother made for him as a child in Waycross, Georgia, and that's what we turned it into who we are today. It's
over 51 years of tradition, delicious candies and recipes, and today we're bringing you something that you've never seen before on air at QVC. If you want that delicious pecan coffee cake, we do have a set of 2 available for you. Fewer than 350 to go around. If you want the praline, oh my gosh, 250 to go around. And then we have a combo where you can get 1 of each. That's the one I say everybody should get. It is last call already in our immediate ship week. We also have a shipment available for you on March 31st. Remember, both of them you'll get in time for Easter, so now's your chance to order those now if you're thinking about Easter brunches. And you can freeze them when you get them home, correct?
Yes, they'll arrive probably room temperature, a little cold, but they ship frozen. They're good for 10 days out on the counter, 6 months in the freezer.
Oh, lovely. Rhett Strickland, always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Y'all.
Get back to that
Love
baby.
y'all, yeah.
And 134-182 is your